Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello and welcome to today's webinar, BIM 360 Glue, Clash Detection, and Clash. This webinar is brought to you by Live Lab Learning, which is a subsidiary of Academic Corp, a wholly owned applied software company created to provide world-class training. This is Zach Spillers, Account Advisor for the Construction Technology Group and Applied Software, and I am delighted to be your moderator here today. And throughout our presentation, we do encourage you to interact with us by typing in questions and comments using the questions pane. And we will be answering those questions at the end of the presentation. And this webinar is being recorded and will be available to you online on our YouTube channel at the end of this as well. If you haven't already, search Live Lab Learning on Facebook and like our page to receive the latest information and special offers. When you visit our website, livelablearning.com, there's a complete schedule of upcoming trainings. And also, please take note of some of our upcoming events that we have going on here, as Michael toggles to them. So we do have Autodesk University coming up next week. Our booth is 311, and it's at the Venetian in Las Vegas. Some of you may be there, some of you may not. But if you do, stop by, say hello to us. We do have a BIM and Beer in Seattle, December 16th, if any of you are out that way. It's 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Hale's Ale Brewery in Seattle. And let's see, we also have some webinars coming up. On December, we have on December 11th, which is a Friday from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. we have another BIM 360 Hangout with a focus on linking locations to your contract documents. And then the next week, we also have a webinar for Southwire BIM software. It's a new thing we have going on here, revolutionizing the electrical industry. That as well as at 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we also have a BIM 360 Hangout in January with a focus on how to leverage QR codes, and that's January 14th, 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. as well. And we are doing a drawing at the end of this, and you must be present to win, so stick around if you are interested in winning a $25 Visa gift card. So about our presenter here, his name is Michael Reuter. He's our his role with Applied Software in the Construction Technology Group is as a customer success advocate. But give you a little bit his background here. He is from the industry. He worked for Walls Construction as a BIM coordinator and also as a QA/QC engineer on large projects for them. And he also has his master's in construction management from the building science program at Auburn University. And a little fun fact about Michael, he is an expert illustrator. If you do end up going to Autodesk, he has done just a good bit of our logos and illustrations that you'll see on the booth out there. So he's excited about that, and a little fun fact about how talented he is. So please join me in welcoming today's speaker, Michael Reuter, and I'll let him take it away.
Okay, guys. Hi, my name is Michael Reuter. I'm just going to go down our agenda for the day. What we're going to do is we're going to glue a model from Revit and into BIM 360 Glue. Then we're going to run a clash detection in Glue. We're going to measure distances for accurate revisions. Then we're going to save, markup, comment, and create viewpoints. After that, we're going to notify responsible parties of all clashes. Then we will utilize Clash Pinpoint in Revit to revise the clashes in real time. And then we will re-glue and note the progress. Okay, so first step that we're going to do is we're just going to open up Revit. Basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to, it's very simple. We've just got a MEP model here that we want to glue up. So I'm just going to go to the add-ins panel and select glue. So when that happens, it's going to bring up just a menu button. So you're just going to want to find your model in glue, and it's this one. And so you can select multiple floor plans to glue, but for this exercise I'm just going to glue the level 1 floor plan of mechanical for this building. So you hit next, and then let's see, it's saying, actually, what do we want to save? What do we want to? We actually want to save it as BIM 360 dash 60 dash ductwork. Okay, so that should, okay, so then that should actually, that'll show you right here, since I named it that, I actually should have been in the three-dimensional view. But because I am, have already named model BIM 360-ductwork, it's going to find the most recent version of that, and the most recent version of that was from 11/18 at 8:39 a.m. So I'm going to select glue it, and then we're going to wait for that to upload. So while we're waiting for that to upload, I'm going to go over one of my frequently asked questions that I always get. A question that we always get is, what files are compatible with BIM 360 Glue? And the answer to that is, if you're familiar with Navisworks, anything that, just about anything that is compatible with Navisworks, that any model that you can put into Navisworks, you can bring it into BIM 360 Glue. So right here I've got a list. There's all the Autodesk applications. We've got Bentley, got some of the smaller ones like Trimble, and just there's a ton of them that you can do. Basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to send this link out to everybody in the chat so that everybody can take a look at this. Okay. So next, so my model should be done gluing. So I'm going to actually go and I'm going to open it now. And here we go. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a clash detection workflow. But before I do that, I guess I'll kind of go over the way that BIM 360 Glue works. If you're familiar with Navisworks, it has all of the same movement functionality that Navisworks has. And then over here, it's got some additional functionalities that you can use. I'll go down those quickly. You can select like specific items. You can measure from point to point. You can measure an angle. You can measure an area, or you could measure the shortest distance between two objects. You can view your models. You can create merged models. You can manage equipment. You can even share it with BIM 360 Field if you have it. You could also move around your model if, just like in Navisworks, if for some reason the models did not share their coordinates, you could work it so that it did that. You can create views. You can create sections. So if you just wanted to view a section of your building, like just one floor, you can do that. You can add markups, which I'll go into that. I'll show you that later. You can view the activities of the model. So right here you can see all the most recent activity for this model. It's been pretty busy, and then you could also add attachments if you wanted. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a clash report. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the ductwork against the steel. That's just what we're going to test for this time. So I'm going to call it ductwork-steel. And then because typically the SFRM is not modeled, I'm going to add a 2-inch tolerance because just typically there's a 2-inch, there's a 1.5 to 2 inches of SFRM spray on steel. So I'm going to give myself that tolerance. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find clashes. Okay, so just similar to Navisworks, like a overview pops up and it shows, okay, it shows that there are 4 open clashes. So what I like to do when I'm doing my clash reports is actually, it's actually kind of perfect right here. I like doing an overview of it so that I can see where everything is clashing. And this model is actually looking pretty good. There's, if you can see, there's these 4 little orange dots right here. They're all right in a line here. So to me, it seems like there's one problem. We've just got this duct that's too close to this piece of steel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go over here to my clashes window, and I'm just going to select one of them. Okay, so then when I select my clash, it actually you know, selects it shows me the 2 things. It isolates both of them and shows me what the issue is. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give myself a measurement here. So I'm going to go from point to point. So I'm going to go from the edge of this duct to, let's just say about, we'll just make it 2 feet. That looks like that's about what it has to do. Okay, actually I did not select it. Okay, yeah, we'll stick with 2 feet. That should be fine. Okay, so now I'm going to actually create a markup in my Clash module right here by just clicking on the pencil, and then I'm going to there's a multitude of tools here. You can erase, you could have circles. I'm going to just use the freehand, and I'm going to circle this. You could change the colors. I think I'm actually going to do that so that it shows up better. Okay, and then I'm going to type move duct 2 foot south to miss steel. Okay. Okay, so I've got that marked up correctly. So now I'm going to do the same thing. You could also, maybe you didn't want to put the text on the markup. Maybe you did, but what I have found is best practice is that I just put the same exact thing as a comment, so that when I notify people later, they can actually they can see it either way. Okay, so now I'm going to save. So actually what I'm going to do here next is notify users, and so I'm going to notify myself. All right, so while I am waiting on that, actually I'm going to open up my Outlook. Let's see if we've gotten our email yet. Okay, so as you can see, like almost instantaneously, you can see that that I have gotten this. I've gotten the notification for this clash, And so it's actually going to take me right to it when I click into my email. So you'll see that it takes me directly to it, which is nice. So if I was working on something else, then I could just click this notification that I got, go straight in, and then know what I needed to work on. Okay. Okay. So there we go. So yeah, so it went right to it. Okay, so next what I'm going to actually show is the next step of this. Okay, so we've created our Clash report and we've notified the responsible parties. So now actually what we're going to do is we're going to go back into Revit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back into Revit and select Clash Pinpoint. And so as you can see, this ductwork for steel search result came back. So what we're going to do is just hit View. I'm going to select this one, View selected. Okay, so it actually it isolates in Revit the piece of duct that is in conflict with the rest of with the steel. So I'm going to actually go back to Show to Model so that I can change that. So actually, what I'm going to do is on the fly, I'm going to actually move this down. Bear with me, please. I've got a bunch of stuff open, so it's kind of going slow for me. Okay, so basically right there you can see I moved everything so that it was away from the steel. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. Then we're going to glue it back up. And again, because we've already glued it, it automatically remembers your model that you updated. So again, it's updating, and it'll let us know once it's done. So while we're waiting for our model to upload back to Glue, I've got actually a couple of questions that are some more frequently asked questions about this workflow. Frequently asked question is, if I place my Revit model in Glue, can others change your model? And my answer to that is you're actually just uploading, you're not actually uploading your entire Revit model, you're just uploading a copy of it as an NWC file. So it's not actually something that if someone were to download it, they could edit it and then you know, do whatever they wanted with. Your file is still your file. Another question is, does Pinpoint work inside of Navisworks? And the answer to that is no, and that's because Navisworks is not an authoring tool. You can't edit a Navisworks file in Navisworks, but you can use it for clash detection and then bring it back. So and then the last question is there a Navisworks app for the iPad? And the answer is no. The iPad app for Navisworks, I guess, is essentially BIM 360 Glue. Okay, so this exclamation point up here shows me that the model has changed. So I clicked on it, and so I'm going to hit OK, and now let's see. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, not sure what that was for, but okay, let me actually try to re-glue it. Revit. Okay, so again, I'm going to re-glue this. Okay, maybe not. What is the error here? Okay. Okay, so it has not completed yet. I apologize. It's still in the process. Okay, so while we're still waiting on that, another frequently asked question is, does this Clash Pinpoint workflow work in AutoCAD? And the answer is yes. You just like with Revit, you just select your host and your model, and sign out and sign back in. Well, if all you got to do is select the Clash Pinpoint, and I've never had this happen before. You select the Clash Pinpoint, and it works exactly the same. Let's see if our model is done. Yet it's still gluing. Okay. So I guess while we're doing that, have any questions popped up, Zach?
Yeah, actually. One question that I thought, well, we got a few good questions actually, but while we're waiting here, we can go through some. Let's see, is there a limit, Michael, on how many people can access a glue model?
Well, it depends. Autodesk offers 3 different kinds of glue packages. One is just a named users package, which right now I think they're actually running a special on, but basically it's just connected to your email or to an email, and so so it's specific users. And then there's a project, and there's also an enterprise package, and both of those are unlimited users for either the project or for your entire enterprise, for your entire company. So it depends, but if you guys are running it on project, anybody on your project could view it.
Awesome, awesome. Let's see. How about, can you create sets within Glue, and can you Clash, or 2-part question, can you create sets in Glue, and in those sets can you create Clash tests?
Like search sets, I guess. Let's see, let's try that.
Yes, search sets.
Still having an issue. So can you can bring over you can make your clashes as detailed or as broad as you want them. Since this one's still uploading, I don't know what the deal is. That I'm going to actually open up a different model. Unfortunately, search sets do not transfer over from Navisworks into Glue, but you can make the Clash as specific as possible, and I'll kind of show as far down as you can go here. This one's a pretty detailed model. Okay, so I'm going to select a new Clash. I'll actually enlarge this so that you guys can see it. Okay, so for the mechanical, so let's say that we just wanted to test all of the exhaust air against, I don't know, let's just say the structure. So you could either select the structure, or let's say you could even just do you know, level. You could break it down however you wanted. So I guess the answer is no. Specifically, you cannot create search sets in Navisworks, but you can get as granular as you want. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you need Wi-Fi to access Glue at a job site?
You need you will need Wi-Fi, or you'll need something on. You'll need internet from your computer to access the, like, basically this desktop version. So that you can collaborate online, but you do not need it for your iPad. And actually, what I'm going to do is kind of show. I'll actually show that you can use the that you can view it on your iPad here. So bear with me while I bring out my iPad. Okay, so right here, yeah, you have to sync with using Wi-Fi, but you can take your iPad out and you can still view the model. You can select items. You can move around, zoom in, zoom out. So I mean, you don't have to have Wi-Fi when you're out in the field for viewing the model. Or you can also create viewpoints and markups and stuff down here. You can view them and you can measure things, but yeah. So no, you don't have to have Wi-Fi. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, there's one more we can get to. Will Glue work with Revit 2014?
Yes. Good question. That is let's see. Actually got a bookmark for that too, and I'll send that to I'll put that in the chat window as well. Basically, it's an add-in for Autodesk. AutoCAD, Revit, or Navisworks, and even AutoCAD. And I'll actually copy this link into the file. Okay, into the chat box. So yeah, it's compatible with, I think, all the way back to, what does it say? All the way back to 2012. So if you're running any of the Autodesk software all the way back to 2012, it works for 32-bit or for 64-bit. And it actually comes with, it's built into 2015 and 2016.
Okay, great. Here's one that you kind of touched on earlier, but you may have a need to go in a little more detail. But do you have the same functionality on the iPad as you do on the desktop?
No, you don't have the exact same functionality. The iPad is primarily a viewer. You can view and you can mark things up. I'll bring it back up again. So you can view and you can mark things up, but you can't run clashes while you're like on this one. It's basically, the way that I think of this one is it is models to the field.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. Are there any other questions?
I believe. Well, yeah, here's a good one as well. Can you actually print the clash detection report?
There we go. Final include. That's a good question. No, you can't. But the beautiful thing about Glue is that it's always online, so you don't have to worry. The Clash report is always there. So all that you have to do is just log in, and the Clash report is there. So there's really no need for paper because it's there we go. There's really no need for paper because like all you have to do is just go back to it.
Absolutely.
So okay, so sorry guys, I apologize that it took so long to upload. I guess it's just because I had a whole lot of things going on in my computer. I'm not sure exactly, but finally the model did download, and as you can see, it moved, and it is no longer clashing. We'll actually run the clash report again. Update the results. And okay, so as you can see, it was resolved. The clash was resolved. So, and the rest of them disappeared. So just like in Navisworks, it shows immediately. As soon as the model is downloaded or uploaded, that it's been changed. So sorry that took so long, but there we go. Okay, sorry, Zach, go ahead with any other questions.
Actually, man, since you've got that glued up, we'll take the rest of the questions towards the end there. So you go ahead and do your thing.
Well, no, that's it. That was it. That was the end of it.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right, so here's one more. Let's see. Does Glue run on Android?
Actually, I'm running on I'm assuming he means Android, like his smartphone. Currently, that's a good question. I don't believe that it runs on Android. It runs on a desktop. It runs on Windows. And I'm actually running Glue on a Surface Pro 3 right now. So, but I don't believe that it runs on. It doesn't run on an iPhone or on a Android device currently.
Good deal. Great question here. How long is training? How long do you think it takes somebody to pick this up?
Well, I believe that it would take about, if you are a power user of Navisworks, I think that it would take about a half a day of training. And if you weren't, I think that it would probably take a full day with maybe a half a day of like online support later on, so that you could bounce questions off me or whatever.
Absolutely. Let's see. What file types does BIM 360 Glue accept?
Okay, good. Yeah. So rule of thumb is any file type that Navisworks accepts, Glue accepts. Just about any industry standard file type it will accept. So I've had people use Rhino. I've had people use IFC, QuickPin. That's actually one of the models that you saw. Some of those were QuickPin. Some of them, let's see. I've had a SketchUp file. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else. All of these here, and again, I sent this link out. It's on the chat. It's in the chat window. But it basically, just about any industry standard file it supports.
Absolutely. Well, Michael, great job. That's all the questions we have today.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate your patience with the gluing. Normally, it is quite a bit faster, but I think because I had everything open and everything, it was just a little bit slower today. But thanks for your time.
Absolutely. And guys, thank you for joining us today, and we hope you found this webinar informative, and hopefully it helps your business. And we look forward to you joining our next webinar, which is also a BIM 360 Hangout webinar with a focused on locations to your contract documents. And again, that's December 11th from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. We look forward to seeing you guys there. Oh, and the giveaway, guys, let's see. The $25 giveaway today, the lucky winner is John Smith. So, John, if you're on here, we'll be reaching out to you shortly. And
actually, I think he needs to send a chat confirming.
Chat in, yeah, he does right here. So, and John, if you're on, I believe it's because it says you haven't left. If you can send in confirming you're here, we will get that taken care of. Yep, he just sent another question in, so he's there.
Okay, what was his final question, or what was his next question?
Okay, so John actually has left, so we will select Chris, and I hope I'm saying this right, but Nenninger for the $25 gift card. If Chris, if you're there, shoot a message to our chat window, and well, okay, he's still there, so so Chris will be getting in touch with you here shortly, and shooting an email out to get that taken care of with you.
Awesome.
You're welcome. All right, guys, thank you all so much, and everybody enjoy your day.